Out there are the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Mike Minor, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Ben Revere strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, number 2, Ben Revere.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we get underway at 7-11 tonight. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think this team has to be hoping that MAIKEL FRANCO can get some of his mojo back. He's got just 2 RBIs in the last 10 games. He's better than that. He needs to start stepping up when he has the opportunity to drive in runs.
Minor into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Batting third, shortstop, MAIKEL FRANCO.
Well, this ball's sinking quickly, and he just doesn't want to go for that shoestring catch. This is a nice job to tuck himself into a slide and put it away.
MAIKEL FRANCO will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Drilled to first. Freeman's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. It's the Phillies 0, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Tommy Milone will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, 3-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
Curtis Granderson is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Center field, number 3.
Eric Young Jr. comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Braves, center fielder, Eric Young Jr.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and this game's not always that hard. You hit the ball, you throw the ball, you catch the ball, but lately they haven't been doing any of the 3 particularly well. That's going to need to change, and soon.
That misses 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate, and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Well, good start so far for the home guys. 1, 2, 3 top half, followed by a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom half.
Steve Lombardozzi will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back.
Keeping him close.
And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Bullard's got a pretty good strike zone all around. He'll miss a call every once in a while in the corners, but what umpire doesn't?
And he'll snap one over to first. Just keeping him close.
Keeping an eye on him.
Nobody out, runner on first. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Now a snap throw to first, and he's back standing. A runner at first with no outs here. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Jordan. He's got it 1 away. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, I'll admit, I'm a little worried about Freddie Freeman right now. He has been dreadful against left-handed pitching, hitting under 200 on the season. It's an Achilles heel for him right now. If he doesn't start producing against southpaws, he might find himself platooned by his manager.
Now a snap move over to first. Runner back standing. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get back in standing. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. This is line to left. Revere is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
Nick Markakis steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here comes the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, he had to wait a couple of batters before getting his chance to run. But he made it pay off here as he's into scoring position now with 2 away here in the first.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good. He looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
Andrelton Simmons will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. You figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
High and deep to straightaway right. Jordan ranging back, still going back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. Brandon Jordan will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Minor has his target, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Line drive to left. Ross is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Curtis Granderson will stand in now as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch on its way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And it's quickly 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And it's worth pointing out here with the trade deadline approaching, it's getting to be nervous time for some of these guys. You never know what can happen this time of year.
Darren Ruff will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. MARKAKIS on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail this one 1-0. Deoner Navarro strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Catcher, Deoner Navarro.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's one thing about having a switch hitting catcher in the lineup. This guy causes so many matchup problems. Comes through with a solid single here.
Cody Ross will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
If they can lay off that curveball, get into better hitters counts, they're going to see more fastballs, and that plays to your advantage as a hitter. You want fastballs and fastball counts.
Drilled down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. He's running towards second. Lifted in the air to right field. Jordan moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Alberto Callaspo.
Alberto Callaspo is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Here it comes, 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, when you've got the pitcher on deck, that's not a bad idea. Take a hack at something.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Lined back over second, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Standing in now, Mike Minor. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Eric Young Jr. comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know, one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Second and third, 2 away. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. To short. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Adrian Beltre will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Minor gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Ross on the move. 1 out.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but they didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Wilson Ramos comes forward hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games. Into the windup and the pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Three and 0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Tommy Malone comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Simmons relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. Steve Lombardozzi digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Popped high in the air. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Well, they might have been looking for the outside part of the plate there, but this one comes right back over the middle. So, I mean, he's lucky to get out of this with just a pop-up.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hot shot to third. BELTRE is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, REVERE, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now a bunt attempt here, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Minor's ready. Here's the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
0-1, here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
MAIKEL FRANCO stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Full count, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And this is just a great job of protecting. You can see this pitch is down. It's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all, yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Stepping in now, Brandon Jordan, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
And you don't mind a power hitter like this hitting the ball in the air when he's forced to hit your pitch. I mean, here he's behind in the count, so he's a little bit off balance as he goes after this changeup. That's an easy out there.
So stepping in, Granderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. Chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And another foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Andrelton Simmons is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
The shortstop, number 19.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Simmons racing for second now. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
He's set. Here it comes. Deoner Navarro is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Granderson on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he is in there.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now, if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Cody Ross will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
Line toward the alley in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. That's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
Into the box now, Alberto Callaspo. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. Ripped on the ground to first. Ruff scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies 0. Leading off the inning, Darren Ruff, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Here's the third baseman, ADRIAN BELTRE. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. One and two, here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Still 2-2. Here's a drive out to left center field. Beltre around first. He'll head for second here. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Minor sets. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Up high, 2-1 now.
Count is 2-1.
And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
And, you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 35, Tommy Malone.
Tommy Malone will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Ben Revere. Swing and a liner, but foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. And he will take this to the bag himself. A great play there that certainly saved a run as they get out of the inning unscathed. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Mike Minor comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Pitcher, Mike Minor.
Fastball in there for a called strike. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Eric Young Jr. will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to short. Franco has it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Steve Lombardozzi will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back easily. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. And that's over. 3-1. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Jordan has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Freddie Freeman will step forward now. Lined out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
He's made good contact in his first 2 at-bats, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound. He's not backing down one bit.
Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're up 2-0. Ben Zobrist will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Hard hit ball to second, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
MAIKEL Franco will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Well, You know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 1-1, here it comes. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Brandon Jordan will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First delivery to him on the way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Scorched to third. Backhanded. Piaspo for 1. On to Freeman, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Men on third with 2 down. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
Yeah, and he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Nick Markakis.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. called strike on the change, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And a throw on by ZOBRIST gets him at first for out number 1.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Andrelton Simmons steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. One out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is REVERE, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. Runners off for second. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Line hard toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Now a long throw to third. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's not a hanger either. He goes down and beats a good pitch on 2 strikes. And you see, this pitch, it's falling out of the strike zone, but he goes down and manages to get good wood on it.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And a change is coming as that's going to be all for his starter, Tommy Milone. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Ken Giles will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Ken Giles.
In now, Cody Ross, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
Giles is ready. Here's the 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Line to the right side. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guys throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Standing in now, Alberto Callaspo. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play. First and second now, 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And you can't afford another base runner here. So whatever your best pitch is, whatever one you feel most comfortable with, that's the one you want to turn to.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Into the box, Mike Minor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. Atlanta leads it 3-0. Back here at Turner Field. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Darren Ruff, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
First pitch coming. Here it is. To first. Scooped up on the backhand. And here's Freeman at first himself to record the out. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA.
Yeah, and if you look at where they stand, you'll notice they've been pretty respectable in that department so far this season. 5th in the National League. So the staff has been doing their job all season long, keeping them in just about every ball game. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to know the pitching will keep it close until you can make some noise with the bats.
High in the air out to center field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's in there. Base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Anthony Rendon will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ross is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0. Jake Diekman will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
63, Jake Diekman.
Eric Young Jr. will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bounce to first. Ruff over to his left, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, third baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
Digging in to try it again, Steve Lombardozzi. He flew out in his last at-bat. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by ZOBRIST. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 5, FREEMAN.
Freddie Freeman will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. REVERE is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. REVERE will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Oh and 1 count, and the pitch. He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
ZOBRIST digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
The 1-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. MARKAKIS has a read on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 7.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. MAIKEL FRANCO will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a ball, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, on his way to second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far, and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Brandon Jordan will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Two outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Nick Markakis digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch on the way. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Chop foul wide of first. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing by Markakis, and he launches this one high and deep to right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo home run by Nick Markakis. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Guys, you wonder if this home run makes it an easier decision to send that starter back out there to maybe finish this one off himself. That gives him an extra bit of leeway here, and I have a feeling that might just sway their manager's decision into letting him try to go out there and notch the complete game.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. Revere has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Cody Ross steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And you know what? He's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there on the mound. That's 2 hits and now a hit by pitch here in the inning. It's maybe not a bad time to go out there and try to calm him down just a little bit, because he's looking a little hot out there.
Lewis Coleman is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Coleman.
Into the box now, Alberto Callaspo, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Well, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Will Nieves will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Will Nieves.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two down, runners at first and second. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Push to the right side, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Back here in the ATL with baseball on the show. Set to go in the 9th from Turner Field. Luis Avilan will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Luis Avilan.
Curtis Granderson will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
You sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
Here it comes on 0-2. A shot down the first baseline. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, he absolutely needed that one. He's staring the old sombrero right in the face, but he puts a good swing on the ball there and gets himself a base hit.
Darren Ruff strides in, grounded out his last time through. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Young ranging back to the track. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Adrian Beltre gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. Just gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Craig Kimbrell is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Drew Stubbs will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Drew Stubbs.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Kimbrel pauses. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this could very well turn out to be a real back-and-forth struggle here. So that's a good job for these guys to open this four-game set with a victory here in front of the home crowd.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.